Hello there.
And welcome to my new YouTube video. In this video, we're going to take a look at the top 10 largest LEGO sets of all time. So let's jump right into the list. Back then in September 2005, the second Death Star was released as one of the biggest Star Wars sets at the time. It includes 3,449 pieces and retailed for $270. Today, it goes for around $950 sealed, more than tripling its original price. The set came with no minifigures, so it was entirely focusing on the build itself. It's still considered one of LEGO's most iconic sets, not just because of its size, but also because of how ambitious it was back in 2005. The build holds up surprisingly well, even by today's standards. Next up, at place 9, it's another Death Star, this time the first one. This set released in September 2008, just 3 years after the second Death Star we looked at before. It comes with 3,803 pieces and retailed for a noticeably higher price of $400, despite only having about 350 more pieces. The reason? While the previous Death Star had no minifigures, this one included 24 minifigures, and 4 of them are still unique to this set today. Since it released later than the second version, its aftermarket value is also a bit lower. You can expect to pay around $600 sealed, compared to the $950 of the older one. Unlike the second Death Star, which was more of a display model, this one is a full playset featuring the entire station with open sides, so you can recreate scenes and place minifigures inside. It's still a fan favorite, thanks to the solid build, massive figure selection, and a launch price that felt justified for what you got. Next up, in 8th place, we've got the UCS Jabba's Sail Barge, which released in October of last year and is still available on the market today. It's the first UCS version of Jabba's Sail Barge, though LEGO has released play-scale versions in the past, which have generally been well received by fans. The new UCS model comes with 3,942 pieces, 11 minifigures, and retailed for $500. That gives it a noticeably higher price per piece ratio compared to some of the older sets we've looked at. Of the 11 figures included, 8 are still unique to this set, which adds value for collectors. The build itself is pretty detailed, with a fully accessible interior, making it not just display-worthy, but also fairly interactive. Overall, it's a solid set with good design and a strong figure selection, though the price is definitely on the high side. Next up, at place 7, we've got yet another Death Star. And this is promised to be the last one in this video. This version came out in 2016, featuring 4,016 pieces, 27 minifigures, and an original retail price of $500. It's heavily based on the 2008 model, using the same open playset structure with exposed interior rooms. Compared to the older one, this set includes a few more parts and minifigures. 9 of them are still unique to this day, but it also came with a $100 higher price tag. Overall, it feels like the weakest of the 3 Death Stars when it comes to value. Still, it's a cool set, just probably not the best pick if you're looking for bang for your buck. Coming in at place 6, we have the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer from 2019, which went end of life about 2 years ago. This massive set comes with 4,784 pieces, and yet only 2 unique minifigures: an Imperial crew member and an Imperial officer. Not just in terms of piece count, but also size and volume, it's one of the largest Star Wars sets ever released, using many large elements to capture its scale. Design-wise, it looks very good and accurate. I especially like the detail of the Tantive 4 attached to the front, which really emphasizes the scale of the model. At an original retail price of $700, this set is definitely for those who have the space and the budget for such a unique and massive UCS build. Landing at position 5, we have the original UCS Millennium Falcon from 2007. This set came with 5,197 pieces and 5 minifigures, one of which remains unique to the set. It originally retailed for $500. Back then, this Falcon was definitely ahead of its time. For its era, it was huge, highly detailed, and simply blew people away. Even today, it still holds up as a fantastic build. Considering that LEGO now uses way more pieces to capture shapes better, this set really nailed it with fewer parts and still managed impressive detail. Price-wise, it was spot on too, offering great value per piece, making it a legendary and sought-after collectible. There's an updated version out now that we'll see later in the video, but this original is still an absolute classic. Breaking into the top 4, we've got the UCS Venator-class Republic attack cruiser, released in 2023 and still available on the market today. It comes with 5,374 pieces and 2 minifigures, Captain Rex, who has since been re-released, and Admiral Wolf Yularen, who remains unique to this set. At launch, the set retailed for $650. The build itself is large and highly detailed, with many of the pieces going into intricate design work rather than just size, quite different from something like the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer, which uses fewer but much larger parts. Overall, it's a fan-favorite set, especially among Clone Wars fans, and one I personally really like. Still, with only 2 figures and a high price per piece ratio, it's not the best value out there, even if the build is undeniably cool. Now entering the top 3, we've got the UCS Crest from 2022, which is still available at retail today. Compared to the Venator, this one makes a big jump in piece count, coming in at 6,187 parts and including 4 minifigures: Grogu, Quill, Mando, and a Mythrol, with all but Grogu still exclusive to this set. Originally retailing for $600, the Razor Crest is often available for less nowadays, making it relatively affordable given its size. The build itself is massive, especially noticeable in the engine sections, and features smooth transitions and well-captured shapes throughout. It also includes a full interior space, allowing for figure placement and adding a nice bit of playability to the UCS design. All in all, thanks to the solid minifigure selection, detailed build, and fair price per piece ratio, especially at current market prices, this is definitely a set worth picking up before it retires. Landing just shy of the top spot, we've got the UCS AT-AT from 2021, which only retired about half a year ago. With 6,785 pieces and 9 minifigures, including multiple snowtroopers, AT-AT drivers, Luke Skywalker, and General Veers, this massive walker retailed for a hefty $850. As with many UCS sets, the design is incredibly detailed, and the building techniques, especially in the legs, are impressive and well thought out, making the build both challenging and rewarding. The set also features a large interior designed to fit more snowtroopers than are actually included in the box. That's no accident. LEGO released a matching snowtrooper battle pack around the same time, clearly encouraging fans to fill the AT-AT properly themselves. While the scale and execution are undeniably strong, the high price point and relatively limited figure count, particularly for a troop transport, feel a bit off. For what you're paying, many would expect a more complete lineup. Still, if you love Hoth and want a centerpiece UCS set, it definitely delivers on presence and detail. Taking the top spot, we've got the legendary UCS Millennium Falcon from 2017, a set that, remarkably, is still available 8 years after its release. It comes with a staggering 7,541 pieces and includes 8 minifigures: BB-8, C-3PO, Chewbacca, Finn, Rey, Princess Leia, and both young and old Han Solo. Minifigure-wise, it's honestly underwhelming. The selection isn't particularly strong, especially compared to other sets. The build itself more than makes up for it. In fact, this is easily my favorite LEGO Star Wars build of all time. It's massive, incredibly detailed, impressively accurate, and offers a truly satisfying building experience. The techniques are varied and clever, and I can't even imagine how much fun it must be to assemble it piece by piece. It also supports a variety of display options, including wall mounting and other creative setups. Sure, the price per piece ratio isn't great, and the minifigures are forgettable, but when the build is this good, none of that really matters. This set is a true masterpiece and an all-time favorite for a reason. Please leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you like this video. May the bricks be with you.